Hello and welcome to our conversations. I must change this hello thing and start some new intro. Well, I gotta figure out how to start do a new one. All right, but hey, hello and welcome to our conversations, where we move you up and forward. There's more to you. So don't settle for less, all right? There's a lot more to you. So don't settle for less. Hey, my name is George. I'm a life and a business coach, Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant at Vula Consulting. This is part 3 of our series. It all boils down to confidence. Now, we kicked off on Sunday by looking at the contrasting fortunes of those two superstars who over the weekend there was clear evidence of what confidence and a lack of confidence can do. On the one hand, confidence propelled this youngster to a major win, and a lack of confidence derailed the ambitions of the other. Okay, so yesterday we talked about how to build your confidence. All right, we examined how to build your confidence. So today we are doing the same, how to build your confidence. And we're talking about check your strengths and weaknesses. Check your strengths and weaknesses. So let me start with the stories I usually like to do, right? On March 14, 1879, a boy was born, the son of an electrical engineer. His family had grave doubts about him as a child. The family thought he was deformed because his head was so large and misshapen. It soon got back to normal. He did not speak until he was 4 years old. Normal children speak at around 12 months, and by 18 months, you're getting some sentences out of them. And if they're girls, well, it happens much quicker. But he spoke haltingly until he was 9 years old. And he had a terrible memory throughout his life. Couldn't remember dates, etc., etc. But he is regarded as one of the leading physicists of all time. He developed the theory of relativity. He won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for his services to theoretical physics, and especially for his discovery of the law of photoelectric effect. You all know who I'm talking about. The one and only Albert Einstein. Very, very successful man. But I've taken such a long time talking about him because he had glaring weaknesses. But he went on to become an icon in a specific field, which was his area of strength. He is revered throughout the world today. In fact, when he died, his brain was not cremated. It was taken, and they spent years studying it. That's how important this man was to the field of science. In 1952, he was offered the presidency of Israel. As you all know, the president of Israel is kind of like the Queen of England. It's more of an honorary office, but he's still the head of state. He's technically the head of state, but he turned it down, saying that he had neither the natural ability nor the experience to deal with human beings. Well, he really knew where his strength lay, and his strength was really in the field of physics, studying and all that. That's what was his strength. I mentioned all that because all too often we focus on the wrong thing, and it then leads to us having a negative image of ourselves. So the next thing you can do to build your self-confidence after self-image, which we talked about yesterday, is to check your strengths and weaknesses. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? So take a pen and a pad or a phone or an iPad and begin making a couple of lists. What are my strengths? List them down. Take your time. What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And if you do it honestly, if you do that exercise honestly, you'll probably come up with more weaknesses than strengths. More weaknesses than strength. Your weaknesses generally will outweigh your strength. But don't worry about this, Don't worry about it. And this may come to you as a surprise. Forget about developing your weaknesses. Don't worry about those. Instead, just manage them and devote your energy into developing your strengths. Develop your strengths. Get better, get stronger at what you're good at. In other words, direct your efforts and attention to getting better at what you already do well. Keep getting better at it until you have mastered it. You become a master at it. Because you see, it makes sense to do what you enjoy and what you do well, and to do it exceptionally well. And the more you do it, the better you will get at it. And the more you will enjoy it, because you're doing something you love. Naturally, the better you get at it, the higher your level of confidence. The more you begin to believe in yourself. The more you begin to say, I am somebody, I am worthy, because I do this very well. And of course, everyone around you will respect you for it. That's how you build your confidence. You can't be good at everything. As I told you about Albert Einstein, there were things he was horrible at. But today, he is revered. Why? Because he focused on that which he was good at. What are you good at? What are you so good at that people will offer you this and that because they recognize you for who you are and what you can do? Build your confidence. Work on the things that you are good at. Focus on the gifts you have until people recognize you as the master at it. Whatever it is. People will pick up the phone and say, hey, listen, and they want to find out more. Why? Because they know you're the expert. And that will lead you to hold your head up, chest out, head up, and go. Because that builds confidence. You will be able to say with conviction, I am good. I know I am good, and I know why I am good. And that's confidence. And that's confidence. Because if you didn't know why you were good, it would be conceit as opposed to confidence. But you know why you're good, because you've worked at it. You have mastered it. You spent long, lonely hours developing this and becoming a master. And that's why you can say, I am good at this with confidence, not conceit, but confidence. Because you've paid the price to get to the top of the mountain. that youngster, as I say, who won on Sunday, knows he's good. But if you hear the stories of how long it takes to get to that stage, the hours you have to spend, and that's why you can walk about and say, I am confident because I am good at what I do. Oh, folks, do this and you will become very confident in yourself. And what's great about it is that that confidence will be coming from inside. As I said, confidence is an inside job. And when you do it well, it's coming from inside. Everybody can see it. It radiates. It radiates. All right. Okay, this is George. My name is George. I'm a life and business coach, a Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant. I work with Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher. I'm a facilitator at Vula Unlock Consultant. Connect with us, like this page, share it with colleagues. And hey, I'm going to put the link to our website at the end here. And hey, connect with us. Let's chat. Stay positive. Stay positive. That's how you create greatness. All right, have a great day, and I'll be with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.